What? 120.
Let's put him on the punches. Let's put that team on the punch. Check.
Hold on. Check. Hey, Cal.
Goff on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Switch.
Ric Flair.
Goff now to throw. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
180.
I'm going to come back to you. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Past the 20, but he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Wendell Smallwood. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense.
Now a give right side. Hubbard, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
There.
They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
at the 39-yard line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got one. Check 13. Check 13.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A.
Back.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. Two.
Check. Crunch. SOS.
1st down, a run with Smallwood. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now it's gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Charlie. 56 is the mic. I'm scared. 56 the mic, boy. 56. Check 56. Watch the run.
Super.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Cut his right. 3 out. He's coming.
Hardball. Obama.
Tighten up. Out.
Here's Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Interception, baby.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
One left.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
3 bucks. Mike, check.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now 3rd down.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Alert, flare.
Here's Wilson to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go, double count.
I got you, boy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the 16, Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown LA. Wendell Smallwood, 96 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's get up.
Wilson. lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, it's Hubbard. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
We go, Salah! 20!
Let's go, dude! Let's go! Switch! Switch! Kill! Watch safety creep! Watch safety creeping! Safety's creeping! Jim! Watch out! Check Nicholson!
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But this
is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Mike, check.
4 down.
Mike 5'9". I can't believe they let you play.
Now Wilson. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff on 3rd down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going right back to Smallwood. Got some room at the 30. And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Gone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run Smallwood. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
On 1st down, Hubbard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Flushed out right. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hubbard. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wilson now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Hubbard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
14.
Here's Smallwood. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Again, it's Smallwood. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the... Man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's crashing.
A run with Smallwood. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Like 20.
57.
Value 1.
Check 9.
Hey, kill.
Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smallwood. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Tiger.
Going with Smallwood running left. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Rush in.
Big air.
Check 50.
Check it back.
Hold on. Check.
Mike, 57.
Stay with your man. Kill.
Now Goff on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
On 1st down, it's Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Come on, come on, hold on. 57's the mic.
DC. General West. Quick. Hey, kill. Hey, box truck. Cut.
To throw is gone. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Wilson wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wilson to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
Mike 5'9",
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
What? 380.
Mike 59.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back.